Welcome guys, this is the EpicMuffins podcast where we're going to do some reaction videos. My name's Dante.
And I'm Dylan.
And this is a reaction video to teenagers versus a convicted murderer. So we're going to jump right into the videos.
Life sentence. I'm out now, and I'll answer any of your questions.
You aren't born, evil. I don't think you're not born to kill. So I want to know, well, why? How did you get there?
You become a product of your environment. Like, for instance, I don't know if you got a mother.
Yeah, I'm that nigga. Like I actually seen this guy before of like what happened, why he was convicted of murder and stuff like that. But like, I don't think some of these guys here know why he was convicted of murder. So I don't know why he got this, trying to keep this energy like,
Why was
A sister. But if one of them come to you and said they've been assaulted, are you going to turn around and back your sister or your mum?
I think I would go to the police.
If you saw a man trying to grab your mum into a bush out on the road, what are you going to do?
I would help her, obviously.
How are you going to help her? You're going to shout for help while the man's trying to drag her in the bush? What are you
But I
gonna
won't
do
be killing him.
What are you going to do then? Say if you have to punch him a few times, you're going to punch him?
Well,
You're
yeah,
hit him?
if I have to.
But say if them injuries cause his death, what are you going to do then when you're facing a jury and they say...
Yeah, you kind of have to smack down, and you gotta smack down. If you're being real, like no one wants that shit to happen, and when you gotta let loose, and I mean there are consequences, but sometimes you gotta do it.
Yeah, I feel like it's now boiling down to, should you, call the cops to help handle the situation? Should you handle the situation right then and there? But me personally, I feel like it should be like a little bit of mixture of both. Like, call the cops, like, hey, this guy's attacking me or my mom or whatever the situation is. And yeah, I feel like you should get involved and stuff like that, because sitting there waiting on the cops to get there when you could have did something to help the situation could be everything. It could save a life, you know what I mean? I'd be like, oh, no, you should, wait for the cops to get there. No, you should. I feel like even though this person may have a weapon or whatever the cause may be, you still should, do some type of intervening, because your intervention could genuinely save a life.
Honestly, try to de-escalate
the situation
before anything happens.
You're just a young man. I know you're defending your mum, but you hit that man a few too many times, and now he's dead, and it's your responsibility. What are you going to do?
Still not good enough. Why should you kill? It's not the right thing to do.
Of course it's not the right thing to do, but
you did it.
Circumstances happen.
He's not acknowledging what he's saying. He's like, what are you going to do if you're in a situation where, like, even if you're defending yourself and, like, you hit him a couple times, and those injuries of just hitting him a couple times, he's not saying, like, oh, you came up and shot him or stabbed him or anything like that. He's saying, like, let's say if you got in a scuffle with somebody and you hit him a couple times and he died from those injuries, then what? That's basically his point. But like, it's like he don't want to hear that.
Happen in life sometimes.
Punch someone who has seizures, one good hit could kill him. Like, that's pretty scary. So if you somebody's like fucking around and they have seizures, and they, you walk up on them and they, try to start some shit, or they try to attack someone close to you, and you throw a good punch in there, they might go down and never get up. That's...
I'm going to tell you my personal experience with murder. Someone in the older year who I consider a friend. There was a few gang members and they stabbed him. Tragedy struck, his life got taken away. I was devastated. If that's how I felt, imagine how his family felt. My question is, to the person you ended the life of, what would you say to the victim's family or loved ones if they were here right now instead of me?
I'm sorry for your loss, but circumstances would have it. Things happened that led up to his life being taken away. And I know...
I ain't gonna lie, he kind of said that pretty, legit, because I don't think I could say that as calmly as he did. Because, like, me personally, if you came at me crazy like that, like, genuinely trying to take my life, like, I would tell the family and stuff like that, I am sorry for your loss. But, like, I would have to be blunt. I'm like, yeah, he came at me fucking crazy, and I had to fucking end him. But I am sorry for your loss. I know that sounds real, cut and dry, but, like, you gotta think about it from my traumatic experience. Like, this dude just tried to kill me, you know what I mean, at the same time. I understand it's fucked up. This is somebody you're related to, someone you care about, and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it was my life versus his life. And, I value my life. So,
yeah, if you weren't the one to try to start the life or death fight, you should definitely fight to win it. You're the one who started it. Pretty fucked up.
Like, I'm not sorry that, like, I defended myself and lived, I am sorry that you're going through this pain and the torment and everything that you feel, but, like, I can't take away the fact that, like, I enjoy my life and want to live in my life, you know what I mean?
Right.
Ever in my life imagine me taking anybody's life. I didn't wake up with intention to take anybody's life on that day. But when things unfold the way they unfold, it's out of my hands, isn't it? And I think it's in the hands of something way bigger than us.
Why didn't you go straight to the police?
At that age and at that time,
How old was you?
19. That's
Right.
all my brain was probably limited to. I didn't probably know any better than that. I didn't know what other angles to explore. All I knew was, all right, we don't call the police. He said to my friend that he was a gangster.
And that is a little annoying that, like, nowadays, like, that's how it is. Like, we trying to handle the shit personally because, one, the police system is failing us in many of ways. And, like, we feel like we can't call the police when some shit like that is happening and they're going to go and handle the situation. A lot of times that doesn't happen at all. And there's times where you gotta handle the situation right then and there. There's no time to think. There's no time to go call somebody. Like, you have to take action. Like, if someone broke into your house and they're in the midst of about to attack you, are you gonna go run and try to go pull your phone off, or are you gonna stand there and defend yourself because this person is about to attack you? You know what I mean?
Right. Police aren't instant, so you can't.
We ain't playing Dragon Ball Z over here.
Right.
They ain't got instant transmission to get here as soon as you call now.
He's got a lot of soldiers around him and he's a dangerous man. Like, I'm thinking, I pull up to this guy and he's got his friends and a machete and a gun or something like that, and then we're the ones in trouble now because we're going in way above our heads.
Yeah.
But obviously what I expected didn't really happen. He didn't have no gun, he didn't have no knife, but what he did do caused the reaction that made me hand out some violence. So when he grabbed my friend, I just thought, I have to get him off of her. She's screaming.
You believe that resulted in his death?
Yeah, because the way it happened is I hit him a few times around his head and neck until he dropped on the floor, and then I ran off.
When you realised he was dead, did you think?
I was down on my knees praying to God.
Really?
Yeah, saying, God, please don't make this man die. I didn't mean to kill him. I don't want to go to jail for
So there's quite a lot of remorse in yourself.
Yeah.
Do you regret what you did? Or do you think you hurt him so much that he did, get what he deserved?
Yes and no. No, I don't regret taking a monster off the planet.
Yeah.
But the regret I do feel maybe is for his kids and stuff growing up without no dad. I know what it was like to grow up without a dad.
I've always wanted to know.
That's what it boils down to. Do we have the right to take someone's life? Because someone, no matter how fucked up they are, somebody value that person. And I'm not justifying, like, anything that people, like, evil shit that people do, but I'm saying, like, each life has a value to someone. No one's out there with no one that doesn't care about them. You know what I mean? As much as everybody's going through their little emo phase saying that nobody cares, there's many of people that care about you. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times people don't realize how much they care about you till you pass away sometimes. And that does suck. But I do feel like this is where it's really boiling down to. Do we really take a life? What do we really do about it? Like, what do we do in these situations? Is it okay to take a life? Is it, is it wrong?
I mean, a life is never someone's to take.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you have to, like, if taking a life is what has to be done to, save someone in your life, and you're okay with the consequences of that, is that a justified killing? Need to get over this crazy gang shit that's that people think they need to be on to be cool.
Right. It's fucking destroying our community. It's destroying our way of life. You know what I mean? Like, I get it, when you gotta get it how you live. But, like, if, don't quote me on it, but if I'm not mistaken, that's not what the games were originally created for. As far as if from the information I've received, it's not about what people got going on nowadays. Like, I definitely feel like gangs nowadays aren't really representing what it was originally for, and now these kids nowadays have this whole violent mentality about the gangs, and now it's just, I don't know, it's just so shit. Because, like, I seen this video of this little kid. He was like maybe 3 or 4 years old or something like that, and he was chilling with his grandma and I think his sister and stuff like that, and he over there throwing the C's up and saying, "Oh, Crip this," and blah blah blah, punching his grandma and stuff like that. And it's just like, kids don't even realize, like, where, Crip and all this, where it originally came from and what it was about and stuff like that. They just see the violence and the stuff that make it look cool, you know what I mean, and not even realizing what it really came from. So this shit just, I don't know. I'm ready for it to be over with and we move forward in society.
Right? We kind of get stuck on never being on the right path to success as a planet.
Mm-hmm.
We tend to, sometimes we steer in the right direction and then we're like,
I don't like going that way. This way feels weird. I'm gonna fuck off this way, right?
Right.
From the films, obviously, have you almost accidentally dropped the soap?
That's in film, never in my experience.
How did you party in jail? Because it's like just a man sausage. Would you get the guards in?
What kind of, I just don't man sausage to me, bruv. Man, don't play them games, bruv. Man sausage, don't bring them things to me. Take it down.
Neckbeard over here got shit on, bro. He's over here scared as fuck. He's like, oh. Look at that. That's the face of someone who learned their play.
Oh my god. He said, "I will never try him again." And I was thinking,
he looks like he was weakened in the face. Like, he wanted to be cool, and then he's like,
What was he saying now?
What was your favorite meal to cook in jail?
Rice and peas.
I usually go for the mix: sausage, lamb, beef.
Still on the sausage.
No, I'm talking about different meats.
What are you trying to achieve with all this sausage, Joe?
No, I'm saying I like to eat a lot of meat.
You like to eat a lot of sausage?
I tried
What does it do
foods.
for you? What does it do for you?
Just, it fills me up.
Stop running them little foolish jokes on, man. I don't tolerate that. And none of the man them do neither. It stops now. Now. Don't let me tell you again,
Sorry.
This is real life.
Right now.
I ain't gonna lie, he trying to put on the tough guy act and the kid's just like not even falling for it. He's just like, this is some bullshit. I ain't gonna lie, the kid is cocky as fuck. Look, he looking away like, what the fuck? He was probably looking like, I thought all the kids were supposed to be scared.
You know what? He's only joking with you.
He's joking, yeah?
Just giving you a little sample of what prison life is like. Because you're a comedian. But
like, nigga, I already do this. He said, you joking.
sometimes that might not be appropriate in the jail setting. You get me?
So
it's all love.
I'd get Chris rocked. I would not bang any more jokes ever again.
Well, that is the end of that video. So, any summary comments you want to give about it?
I mean, all of my comments and summaries on the actual morality of that was overtaken by the sausage.
Yeah, the whole sausage combo kind of threw the whole seriousness of the conversation.
Yeah.
But I feel like he really articulated what he wanted to say. I feel like he really expressed everything he wanted to say and needed to say there, and I felt like the kids there kind of did have more of a judgmental look about the whole situation, but he kind of shed a better light on what was going on. So,
Yeah.
bravo.
Well, cue the outro, because we are out if we have an outro. But if we don't have an outro, you get this.
Yeah.
Just keep it rolling.
Give me a second, cut it out. Welcome, guys. This is the EpicMuffins reaction video. I'm Dante.
I'm sorry. Hold on.
I told you, bro. Wait, it's different when the camera's actually rolling.
Alright.
Welcome, guys.
We keep doing that, and the camera keeps unfocusing because it gets like close.
Fuck. Sorry.
It's hilarious. It's like trying to find you. It's like